Hi and welcome back to It's a Miracle Budgeting. My name is Brandy and I do all about budgeting videos. I do cash stuffings, I do expense payouts, I do DoorDash actually is probably my most common right now. I do get paid weekly from DoorDash, whereas my regular job is bi-weekly. So every single week I do post my DoorDash income, how I allocate taxes, how I do it all, and then I do my cash stuffing for it. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, I do hope that you will like, share, subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell for notifications because I do have a 500 subscriber contest coming. That contest is in conjunction with HappilyEverPlans. She actually just opened her own website recently. Super excited and stoked for her. But then also she is on Etsy and Instagram. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. We are stuffing $13.33 today, although I will say a large portion of this is actually going to debt. So it's a ton of little amounts in most of my envelopes, but then there's some money already in my envelopes and some going into my envelopes that's now coming out to pay debt. We'll go over that as I go through it. So let me zoom out. I'll get the cash counted or spread out and then we'll get started. I just real quick want to do some housekeeping. One, I filmed a video before I got my nails done and then I got my nails done. So I typically on Wednesdays that are my payday weeks film 3 videos in a row. I typically do my weekly check-in, I typically do my cash stuffing, and I do my expense payout. I did my expense payout, then remembered I had an appointment and ran, which side note, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I hate getting repairs done, like where there's something they maybe did wrong. They did something wrong, but I hate going back to get it fixed because you get your nails done like so often, and I hate like being a complainer, but this nail and this nail are literally crooked. Like they're diagonal, like that. I mean, it is just crazy. It's the amount of diagonal that are there. But if you get your nails done, let me know what you do. I hate complaining when she's done my nails before. She's done a great job. She just was rushing. She had a lineup of people. And I hate to be, judgmental or mean about it. But on the same point, you pay good money to get your nails done. So I feel like there's kind of that dichotomy there of not to be a nuisance, but also, they should know something went wrong. I don't know. Let me know what you do. So you may see me jump around a little bit because I did get more big bills because I know I'm going to get rid of some smaller bills and do some bill swap. But also I have some money coming out for my car payment. I'm actually doing another $1,000 on my car, which is super exciting to me. And I'll show you how I'm doing that. And then there is also my debt snowball. I'm actually paying off a card this paycheck. So I actually should probably talk about that. My debt snowball, I'm actually paying off a different card than I'd originally planned. Technically, Kohl's is the next card in my debt snowball, but I decided to jump to my Amex because it does give me miles, American Airlines, and we can use that to go to see our daughter in Texas, and we are going there next year, so I did want to kind of jump ahead. That way, instead of using my Apple and getting 1 or 2 or 3% back, I can actually get miles for my monthly expenditure. So I am going to do that. But as always, we are going to start with my cash envelopes. I did not film a weekly check-in this week because I'm going to tell you what. Everything that would be in my weekly check-in ended up being in my cash expense payout. So it would have been totally just a repetitive video and would have been really boring for you. So last week was pretty much the same thing. Last week I had a little bit of cash expense, but I actually had my vaccine the same day I normally filmed that video, my second vaccine, and I did get the Pfizer in case you're curious about them. And I just felt really under the weather. I didn't get sick. I didn't get horrible, but I just felt like kind of tired. And so I didn't really feel like filming it. And then when I reviewed it, it was all the same information. So I am currently not stuffing groceries. If you see my previous videos, we get a rebate card that's filling in for our groceries for quite a bit. It was a pretty large rebate. However, this week I'm going to start putting $25 a week in here just to kind of build it up so we have a nice grocery cushion when we start paying for groceries again. For the sheer fact that why I'm using that rebate card, like today, I bought the groceries I always buy, and normally it costs me $200, sometimes $225. It was $255 today. So I just want to start getting that cushion a little bit up so we have it, and then that way, if we have something that we forget our card or whatever, we don't have to come out of pocket for it. So for groceries this week, I am just going to put 25 in. So I'm doing a 20, I'm doing a 5, and I am putting those in groceries. I am not going to spend this unless it's absolutely necessary until I have to. I do want to build that cushion up. Fuel is getting 50. I also just raised this from 40 to 50. I used to do 30. I moved to 40. Now I'm moving to 50. So I am going to do 2 40s and a 10. And that will give me $20, $40, $60, $80, $90 in my fuel. Spending is always $50, and I am just going to do a $50, I think. Yes. Dining out is always $20, and I am going to do a $20, I think. Yes. I change it like every week. Sometimes I want to do big bills, hoping I won't break them. Other times, I know some places don't like breaking big bills, so other times I do all small bills, so I don't have to worry about it. But subscriptions is also getting a $20. So in subscriptions, I now have 20, 31, nope, 20, 35, 36, 37, 38. This is for any type of subscription that I have, from Ancestry to Apple to anything. I save them in advance, and then I go deposit and pay for it, or buy an Apple card or whatever. Beauty is getting 75, and I am going to do a 50, a 20, and a 5. So I know that can go there. So I did just get my nails done, so a little bit came out of this, but we have 51, 20, 40, 55, 60. Now that I'm getting my nails and pedicures again and things like that, I have been putting a lot more in this envelope than I had been in the past. Medical is getting, where is medical? I lost it. Medical is getting 20. This one I've explained in the past, but just in case someone's new, I did want to explain it. We have a FSA that we share. My husband's work actually offers it. We do have that. And then also our health insurance has super low to no co-pays for most things. So we don't need a huge medical fund, but I am saving it just to be safe. Some years we blow through the FSA like it's nothing, and other years it lasts. So I have 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. So medical now has 55, which honestly is growing fast. I have no issue with that. Household is getting 10. How do I want to do this? I am going to make change because I know exactly where all my 10s are. That's what I wanted. In my snowball, I have a ton of 10s. So I'm actually going to go in there right now and grab 10, 20, 30, 40. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40 in 10s. And I'm actually going to grab 2 20s and put it in there. And if I have to do more later, I can, but I don't want to pull this all out until I get to that envelope. Okay, so we're grabbing a 10, and we now have 20, 30, 40 in household. I have not been actually using this much. We had bought a big stock when it was on sale at the first of the year, and we still haven't gone through it, so that's good news. Pets, I am doing a $10 bill, and I do have 20, 40, 60, 80, $90 in pets. Then we have miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is also getting a 10, and it has a 20 now, so it will have 30. These last two are just receipts and bank. That's where I put my back to bank money, things like that. Typically my stuffing cash won't fit in that. It's just a little bit too small. So that is my cash envelopes that are stuffed. Now we're going to move on to sinking funds. And I did recently label these. They're not perfect. I definitely have some mistakes in here, but for me, it's just for me. It doesn't really matter. And for some reason, my binders don't want to stay open, and I don't know why, because I haven't changed the binders. It's the exact same ones, but they've like gotten cold or something and contracted. Kids is next. Kids is getting 20, and kids now has 20, 30. Miscellaneous is a rollover fund, so if my miscellaneous in my cash envelopes gets full to $200, I move it over here. If this hits 200, I stop stuffing. School is getting 20, so school will now have 1, 20, 40. This has recently got kind of fizzled out because we used it for some of the kids' needs. Clothing is getting 20. Same thing goes with this one. I recently bought some things, and so it's kind of, I want to regrow it now. 20, 35 in clothing. Car is also getting 20. My car fund, due to DoorDash and me just being consistent, has gotten big really fast, and it honestly makes me super comfortable because I do have an older car, and so I want to make sure that I am keeping money around to be able to pay for repairs. So total in car, I now have 152, 253, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So was that 336? Yes, 336. I don't know why I doubted myself. Car tax always gets 22. That is 11 for my husband and 11 for me. And I think, nope, I thought maybe I'd have enough to change it up for a 5, but I don't yet. So in car tax, we now have 100, 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm actually going to switch this out right now for a 50. I'm trying to keep these ones that are long-term as small as possible. Next is home, and home is getting a 20. Sorry. One stack of 20s is driving me crazy. 20, 40, 60 is in home. Appliance is not getting stuffed. Birthdays is getting the normal 25, but I do have a 75 here, so I'm going to put this back and I'm going to grab a 100. So I now have 200 in birthdays. Gifts is getting 25. So I have 20, 35 in gifts. Electronics is getting a 10. It has 0 in it. My expense payout will be up in the next day or two, and that will actually have exactly where this money went. Planner goodies also has $10 going into it. Grandsons has 10 going into it, which we may end up having to, is Grandsons 10 or is it 20? It's 10. So in Grandsons, actually, there we go. That I saw. I added a 10, but I already had a 10, so I made that a 20. So we have $40 in Grandsons. That gave us some 10s back too, so it worked out perfect. I am not at the moment putting money in zoo trips. We actually probably use my vacation money. We're going to be going to a zoo in Ohio that has like a drive-through safari and stuff in June. So I probably will be starting to put money in this, but for right now, I am not. Thanksgiving is next. Thanksgiving is getting $20. So I have 120, 30. Next is Santa or Xmas, and this is getting 100. And in here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. We have a very large family. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture of my 5 sons when they were little and a picture of my daughter for Mother's Day, or just after Mother's Day. And it's crazy when you have a big family how fast holiday money can go. So holidays is next. I'm doing a 5, so I now have 15. Holidays is for like July 4th, Memorial Day, Labor Day, those off holidays that aren't for the end of the year holidays. Vacation is next. Vacation is getting 10. And actually I have a 10 in here, so I'm just going to take those, put them back, and I'm going to grab a 20. So in vacation I have 20, 40, 60, 80. The one behind vacation is actually passports. I'm not interested this year in doing this, but this is for next year. I wanted these two to match, so I did order them together. And then these are some school challenges I was originally participating in. However, it dawned on me well into the year that we have less kids in school next year. Our seniors graduating. So I don't know how much I'm going to need. So I kind of put a pause on those challenges till I can decide how much I want to save. So next we're going to go to our saving binder. And first we have payback. Payback is going to get $145. So we have 120.45. Snowball is going to be huge. Snowball is getting $350. And I have $350. And actually, I'm going to switch out some of these for bigger bills too. 20, 40, actually, let me do it this way. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. Oops, I put them all back. Whoops daisies. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 100. And then I put back the rest, which I wasn't supposed to, so that's 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I want to recount this, and then I'm going to take the money out that I'm switching. I put the wrong pile away and got myself all twisted. But mistakes happen, and you got to show both sides of it, right? 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I feel like it didn't work that way the first time. But I had 160 previous, and I have the new money set aside, so that's fine. So I grabbed two 50s. So I have 1, 2, 3, 50, 4, 50, 470, 490, 510. And that was Snowball. Savings is getting 40. So I'm going to do a 20 and 2 10s. So in savings, I have 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 12. And this is not all of my savings. I have a bank account savings. I have my 1,000 emergency fund. This is just a 50 that I have in here. This is my 1K slip. These are just extra savings locally in the house. So that is, and I will do some further, if you stay to the end, I'm going to switch some more bills out once I pull out my money I'm withdrawing from my funds, but I want to do this first. Next is challenges. And again, I don't know why these binders suddenly won't stay open. 52-week challenge is getting, this is an IOU slip from my payback, but that's not what I'm dealing with at the moment. So 52 weeks is getting 54. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the 1K slip. I already did have $1,000 go to my car for my challenges. So I leave that in there. I think that's everything. Okay, let's see what we got here. 150, 170, 180, 1, 2, 3, 4. 184. 1K challenge is getting 26. 10, 20, 5, 26. Is that not a beat up one? How many ones do we have in here? Oops. And we actually have enough for 5. So I'm going to switch this out for a 5, especially with that beat up one in there. Wow, not the whole handful. Not the whole handful. Jeez. I am like a bull in a china shop today. Oh, there was a couple more down there. I thought I had grabbed them all, but that's okay. We had the 5. 100, 50, 60, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3, 183 in my 1K challenge. Next is the 1K Girls Who Budget. She's actually a Etsy and she's on Instagram. I don't think she's a YouTube, but I might be wrong on that. This is getting 40, so I'm just going to do 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40. So now in Girls Who Budget, we have 150, 160, 170, 180, 190. Saveopoly is getting 41. My numbers for Saveopoly were 15 and 26. You know, I wasn't giving you the numbers. If you ever want me to say those, do post down below and I'll give them to you. I don't always remember because I combine it. I get paid bi-weekly, so I do 2 numbers for every single one. And in my head, I just add them up and I don't think about it. So we need 41. That's 35, 41. So let's see where we are in ones. In this one too, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I want to switch. Keep the crispy ones. And I'm going to take this last 5. So that's 20s. So in Saveopoly, I have 100, 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 66, 67. So 167. And then I think the only category I have left, this should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to move this to the side because we're going to use that in just a second. I am putting $10 in my business. Ooh. That wasn't good. It was totally out of it. I must have not closed the binder all the way when I used it last. I don't know what is up with these binders. I have not had this problem since they've been older. You would think they were brand new. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go back to my saving binder and we're going to dish out payback. So if you remember, I just put this in here and it was 145, 120, 45, and that is going into my appliances. So in my appliances, I have a note that says appliances is owed 145. So now I only have one left now. I have that 160 for the 52-week challenge. That is my last payback and I'm done paying back that fund. So we're going to do 100. In appliances, I now have 152, 53, 20, 45. So I have 345. This isn't going back in appliances. This is going to my car, and I'm actually going to make an extra $1,000 payment that I didn't think I was going to be able to make until June. So that is big news for me. So if you haven't seen how I cash out one of my car payments, I actually save all my savings challenges. I save them until I have $1,000 between all of them. Not any one, all of them. And that's when I pay out my car. So we have $345 from the appliances. And we have $150, $170, $180, $1, $2, $3, $4, $184 from the 52-week challenge. So I'm just going to pile this all in a pile, and then we'll count it out in a minute. In the 1K challenge, we have 150, 60, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3, 183. Girls Who Budget should have 190, 150, 60, 70, 80, 90. Saveopoly has 120, 30, 40, 55, 65, 61, 62. I think that was different than last time. Hold on a second. Did I leave anything in there? No. 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 65, 66, 67. That's because I can't count. So that is all of that. And because I know I'm going to be over the 1,000, I'm not going to pull out my ones. I do pull out my ones when I'm over. So that, and I'm going to grab a 1K slip. I use, if you haven't seen them before, I've talked about it a few times, I use little baby Yoda. It's actually 1 million, but I use it for my 1K slips because I don't want to be like everybody else, and I love Yoda. So now that, even though we've been sharing them, the first one I put in the 52-week, the next one I put in the 1K, and the next one to go on and so on. So let's figure out, and don't forget to stay around. I still have to do my snowball payment too. So stick around for that. I'm going to speed up this portion while I split out the bills, and then we'll come back and count it up. Okay, so between appliances and all of my challenges, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 40, 30. Well, that's, I knew as soon as I said it out loud. So that's 900 right there. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000. 10, 20, 30, 5, 45, 55, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 1,069. So I could put the 1,069 on my car payment and call it a day, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna take this 1,000, and I think what I'm gonna do is only do the 1,000 and put the 69 in my snowball, because it's all going to debt and that's what matters. So that's $1,000 going on my car. I did $1,000 in April as well. So for me, that's huge, 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 huge progress. This is the 69. Let me grab my snowball. So in snowball, again, we did this earlier. I just want to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 90, 110. So that's 510. And then putting it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 90, 510, 520, 530, 540, 545, 550, 555, 560, 565, 570, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 579. I was thinking I thought I was going to have enough to pay my Amex this time, but I don't. You know what? I'm just going to put this back in here, and next payday I know I'll have enough, so I'll just do that. So the video cut off, I'm not sure where it cut off at, but I have only $579 available for it. The bill is $822. I would rather just pay it off in full next payday. So next payday, I will take care of that, and we can go through that when I do my actual sinking fund deposit then. So the last thing we have left is to try to combine some bills. So I'm going to spread these out just like I did in the beginning and see if there's any bills we can eliminate, and we'll go from there. I'm not going to touch my cash envelopes. I don't think that's needed. So let's go to my sinking funds first. Kids is 30, can't do anything with that. School has 140, can't do anything with that. Clothing is 35, can't do anything with that. Let's see if car has anything we can get rid of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, nothing we can do in car. If I get rid of some 5s, I might come back and get rid of some of that though. I already know that we can't in car tags. Home, we can, because we have 60. So I'm going to put these back and grab a 50 and a 10. Appliances is empty. Birthdays, we already shrank. Gifts is 35. Can't do anything with that. Nothing, nothing. Grandsons, we already did. Thanksgiving, I don't think I can do anything with. Nope. Holidays are done, and I think vacation. Oh, vacation we can. So I have 80 in vacation, so I'm going to do a 50, 70, 80, and just put all the 20s out of it back. So that shrink it a little bit. So that one is done. Challenges are empty. I'm actually going to go back in here and I'm going to swap out and make this smaller. Let's see. The ones I know is 9. Let's make sure that's right. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, that's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't do it right. Yeah, there's 9 ones. I thought there was 9 ones. I started doubting myself. So, let's see. What I'm doing is I'm taking the 5s. There's 2 that are going to a 10, and then I have 4 that are going to a 20. Then I have these 10s. Let me see what we got in 10s and 20s. $20, $40, $60, $80, $91. So that's $100. Then I have these 2. I'm going to switch that for a 20. That can't be switched, but these can. Switching that. So let's put this all together and see what we got. Make sure we got the right amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Okay, that's considerably smaller. I don't think I can do anything with savings. Oh, you know what I can? Because I have 50, 70, 90, 100. And I'm going to take a $100 bill. That's just a 50. Okay, so that one's done. I think the only thing that I might be able to do something with in here, the only one I think I might be able to do something here is it's not very big, but in taxes, I think I can shrink it to a smaller bill or bigger bill. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I want that crispy one. And a 20. So it's 10, 5, and my ones. So I do have 300 in the bank for taxes too. I use the Stride app to determine mine. I think there's nothing left worth doing in challenges anymore, so that's good. I'm going to check my cash envelopes and just make sure it's not one of the ones on the back that I can shrink a little bit. Fuel I want to leave. Spending, sorry. 20, yep, that one can't be. But beauty should be able to. $20, $40, $50. So we have 50, 150, 60. Let's see, we got medical. 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually going to put all this back and grab 55 with a 50 and a 5. Household has these I can switch, so I will switch that to 20. Pets, I definitely can switch, so I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So I'm going to take these and switch them out for a 50. So I have 90 again. And we will add up this money at the very end and make sure we end up with 1,000 ready to go to the bank as well. Miscellaneous has 30, and that is it. So let's put this all back together and add it up, make sure we ended up with 1,000. If not, I don't even know how I'd find the error, but I would have to figure it out. One, 2, 3, 4. It's 400. 20, 40, 60, 85. 20, 40, 60, 86. 20, 40, 60, 87. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 98. I'm going to count that one more time. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, that's 800. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 900. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 5, 75, 85, 90. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I just remembered something. I wanted to switch out in my car fund. I have some singles. I wanted to switch those out. So before I put that away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I grabbed a 5. Oops. Okay. I felt more accomplished getting this done between the $1,000 getting paid and the bills swapped out and everything else. I feel like I've just really made progress. And I am going to count this one more time. I would not be mad at you for skipping off, but I just really want to make sure I end up with the right amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 50, so that's 5. 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 89, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Oh, wait. Either I miscounted or it is not right. 1, 2, 3, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 5, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 80, oops, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 9. There it is right there. So this should add up now. So this is the last 100 to equal 1,000. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 5, 75, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So that is 1,000 now. Thank goodness, because I was about to have a heart attack. Especially after counting it that many times. It's like ridiculous. So, if you've made it this far, I appreciate you watching. I hope that you were panicked less than I was when I did these swap outs, but I appreciate you watching. I hope that you will check the cards. There are videos up there with my debt payoff journey progress, as well as my contest that has been announced with Happily Ever Planned, and other videos that I think you may find of interest. I hope that you will like, share, subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell for notifications if you want to be notified when I do announce that prize contest. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy, guys.